guys, we have a quick double chair review video today. Today we have the Boulies Nubi and we also have the Boulies EP460. These are two office chairs or home office chairs, however you want to look at them. They're very different. I'm gonna start with the Nubi first, and then we'll get into the EP460, because these two chairs, this one is very simple to go over real quick, and I've looked at another one of the Boulies chairs before, the Fit, and this is very similar, but the EP460 is a little bit of a different beast. It's more customizable in some ways, and we'll talk about that one in just a bit. There are some things that I like about it, some things that I don't like, but both of these chairs are pretty fairly priced. The EP460 full price is $369, currently on sale for $299, which I think is a pretty good deal for the quality of this chair and the features that we'll get into in just a bit. And then the Nubi is 399 British pounds and currently on sale for 299 British pounds. I'm not 100% sure how we can get this one stateside, but I'm gonna check and see if I go through the order process, if I can order this chair and get it shipped over to the United States, because this thing for the price point is absolutely fantastic, especially on sale. And both of them are really high quality chairs. Starting off with the Nubi, this is the full size Boulies Nubi, not the Nubi Lite, but basically we have a very, very simple construction and super comfortable chair. That is the Boulies logo at the back. This is the charcoal fabric design, so I really do like the way that the fabric looks and feels. The base is plastic, but surprisingly, when you sit down in the chair, it's not very creaky at all. But here is a closer look at the seat pan and the backrest there, as well as the armrests here. They are padded. I wouldn't say they're super plush, but they are pretty comfortable. The only con that I have about the armrests is that you can't adjust them forward and back. You can only adjust them up and down with the button, but the range of adjustment up and down is quite good. So if you're taller or shorter and you like to have your arms in a very specific place, I don't think that you'll have an issue with these armrests, but you may unfortunately want to move them forward or back a little bit more, but you can't. We have some controls over here at the bottom that we'll go over in a second. We have height adjustability. You do also have the option to move the seat pan forward and back that we'll check out shortly. You can also lock the backrest, and then there is also a tilt up function for the seat pan as well. So checking out the comfort and adjustability of the Boulies Nubi. The backrest is quite comfortable. The seat pan is comfortable as well. It's properly padded where the chair feels like it does support you without being overly plush. So this one is to move the seat pan forward and back. So I'm gonna get it out. We can see that that is pretty far forward away from the backrest if you want the absolute maximum amount away from the backrest, I guess. I mean, that's not very usable for me personally, but that's kind of cool. And then let's see how far back we can get it to go. Okay, it's definitely integrated well within the backrest for sure, but very, very comfortable. I'm gonna move this up just a tad now. And then we have the backrest, pretty good range of motion. And I feel like it does lean back quite a bit. Maybe the bottom of the chair leans just a little bit, but I don't feel like I'm gonna fall out of the chair. What happens when I twist this knob? Locks the backrest. So the knob on the left side locks the backrest, and then the knob on the right side of the chair will increase the tension of the backrest. So I can still lean back pretty far, but there's a lot more tension pushing me forward to kind of promote me to sit upright and to have better posture. So I do like that feature quite a bit. That is definitely something that is missing from a lot of chairs. It's something like that to really encourage you to have a more upright posture position. There is one more lever on the right side of the chair as well, and when I spin this lever and click it locked, it does put me in a more upright position where now I have more of a slant at my hips going down, and it helps to get out of the chair easier by just giving you a little bit more lean forward. But that's kind of cool, I guess. I mean, I don't really know if I would use it. I really haven't used it much since I've had the chair. But let's say that you're a bit older and you might need a bit of further assistance, or just want to push less against the chair or the table that you're using for work. I can see how that could be useful. And I also see how that could also help with your posture if you're a bit of a sloucher. But this definitely kind of helps you to not be a sloucher by forcing you to not be able to slouch. So that is kind of cool. And I guess that can really help out quite a bit with posture in the long term, especially if you have problems slouching for long periods of time. So here we have the Boulies EP460 chair. This one is definitely much more customizable than the Boulies Nubi, but it is actually going to help out quite a bit if you would like to have a ton more of lower lumbar support. That is going to be the main feature of this chair. Also, this does have a full mesh design. It's designed to be cooler. So if you do live in a very hot environment, that is one reason to consider this over a full fabric chair like the Boulies Nubi. But otherwise, you do have a headrest this time. It would be nice if that one had a headrest, but honestly, it really promotes you to have better posture so that you kind of don't need it. But when you do want to kick back and relax, this is very nice to have. And that's something that the Boulies Fit series did have, as opposed to the Nubi series not featuring a headrest. So that is a small missed opportunity, I believe, on Boulies' end. But otherwise, the quality of both chairs is pretty good. The headrest, very adjustable as well, up and down. And you can also adjust the angle of the headrest as well. And then the middle section of the chair, which is also mesh. This middle section of the chair does also go up and down as well. And then this knob here that you twist will adjust the lumbar support either further up or further back. But when you spin it back, you kind of just have to sit down in the chair. But obviously while you're sitting, you will live feel this move up and down. But basically you just move the locking mechanism up to have it fully supporting your lumbar, yes, as hardcore as possible pretty much, or just a lot more relaxed and still to promote better posture. You do have a nice metal base as well, so that's quite good. And then you also have a built-in footrest. So once we pull this bad boy out, we flip this out, and there you go. Now you got a footrest to kind of relax and kick back in your chair for maximum relaxation, which is kind of nice. And then talking about the armrest in the EP460, this one we do have those up and down movements, and then we can also swivel the armrest as well, but we can't slide them forward and back or left or right. So do have a little bit more than the Nubi, but not much. But that's good though. These are still some very nice armrests. They are decently padded as well. And then we have, let's see here, let's go ahead and test out the footrest, or I should say calf rest, but this is pretty comfortable. I'm gonna go ahead and recline this bad boy. Not too bad. Like, this is pretty comfortable. I could definitely sit back and watch a movie like this. Let me flip my hat actually. I could definitely sit back and watch a movie like this. Like, this is almost like being at the movie theater, I suppose, just not a super plush leather couch, but a very cool and airy mesh chair. But I would say it's got like a little bit of contour. I do wish that there was some padding on this calf rest as well. That would have been nice. Probably would have increased the cost a little bit, but I do think that that would have been a nice value add. This is the height adjustability if you use the lever part of it, but you can also push it in or pull it out for additional functionality. So if I pull it out, I can now recline my backrest all the way. But if I push it in, it locks the backrest and stops, so I can sit more upright, of course. And then this other lever here is going to be for the seat pan, so I pull that up and now I can slide my seat pan forward and back. On the other side, it's pretty bare, not much here at all, so pretty much all of your controls are going to be here, and then on the backrest there. Now let's check out customization with the EP460. So we have the backrest locked here. Now let's move the seat pan a little bit. Let's take a look at the seat pan all the way back. And then now here's the seat pan all the way forward. And let's adjust the headrest just a little bit. See how comfortable this is. It's too low on my back. And then my main problem with the EP460, really there's two. So when I sit down, it's a little creaky sometimes. It's not doing it now, but I did notice like when I would sit down, sometimes there would be like a little bit of, little creaks that I didn't get with the Nubi series or the Fit series. So it does tend to have just a tad amount of creaks here and there. The other thing, when I would adjust the backrest, let's say I wanted to slide it all the way up just to kind of see how that feels. Right now, I mean, ideally this is too much support on my lumbar, but when I sit down, it kind of forces itself down, and it does force itself down to be more of like a preferred position. Like, this is more comfortable, not saying that it isn't, but if I wanted to leave it there, there's no way really to the backrest portion of the chair at a specific position to basically prevent it from sliding. I can imagine that as the mechanism gets older, it gets used a bit more, it will continue to slip and slide to not be the perfect position, and that will probably prove to be a little bit more of a problem as far as longevity wise, which is not really something that you really want to worry about with furniture, but definitely something to keep in mind. At the moment, it slides back to the perfect place. This is pretty comfortable. I really don't have any complaints with where the chair is now, and this is probably where I would put it, but for testing purposes, I would like it if it stayed where I put it. Otherwise though, between the EP460 and the Nubi, I do prefer the Nubi just because there's a bit less moving parts. And I find that the plushness on the seat is a bit more preferable to me. And I don't find that the seat fabric gets hot either. So I do prefer the way that the Nubi works for my body type. But if you do have a lot of lower back problems and you do need a lot of lumbar support and you need a ton of help with your posture, then I would probably more highly consider the EP460 over the Nubi or the Fit series, just because it will probably help you out more long-term compared to those other chairs. Again, just depending on your body type. But that is pretty much it, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you are interested in either one of these chairs, or you want to look at my previous Boulies chair review of the Boulies Fit Pro, I will have that linked in the description below, as well as the website links to both of these chairs. I will see you guys in the next video.